This is The Scene
on BBC Radio London
with Aurie Styla.
This is The Scene.
This is how we brush teeth. Montel Jordan, this is how we do it. BBC Radio London, The Scene. Right now, I got my guests all back in the room with me. I've got Modupe, Sunny, and I've also got Milad, aka the Singing Dentist. You guys cool?
Yes.
Everyone good?
All good.
Yeah, all good.
You see the song we played there?
Thank you so much.
It's all right.
Dedicated.
That's all right, man. That's what dedicated to all the people that don't know how to brush their teeth. No, he's a dentist. I can say that today. I can throw it out there today. I'm not saying that people's teeth are messed up, but if they are,
Come and see me.
there we go. There we go. All right, so we're gonna talk topics. One main topic I want to get right ahead of because it's quite a deep topic and also something that's quite meaningful to me. I mentioned this earlier on. Jessie Nelson from Little Mix. Did you see the story about her that came out recently?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Jessie Nelson from Little Mix revealed that she, because of online bullying, almost killed herself. She attempted suicide, took an overdose. After taunts about her looks became too much for her to bear. Now she's 28 years old. I think this was around the time of her just coming out of
Little Mix.
not Little Mix, but just going into Little Mix, but X Factor. So it was early days. I'm sure that was 11 years ago, 2011. So that's what, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
She's
That's
28. So
that's when they won, right?
They won like
2011.
Yeah.
2011.
So we're looking at when she's roughly 20 years old. So a young adult, a very young adult.
For sure.
And this is a documentary that she's put out on BBC Three called Jessie Nelson, Odd One Out. And the comments about her appearance made her so unhappy that she just wanted to die. Now, we are all of us in this room, particularly because we've spoken about it earlier on as well, the importance of social media and being consistent on there. Particularly you, Milad, as well. I know how much social media has played a part on your career. Not, I would say it definitely helps with yours, but more so it's the fact that you singer, guitarist from before and using social media, whereas obviously you're a dentist before, but for what you do, social media is a massive key and tool. So I'm throwing out the question, which is how important is social media for success, especially within the media industry? So I mean, let's go with you first, Milad. What's your view on that question?
I mean, I think social media now is just part and parcel of life and business and everything, right? We wake up, majority of us have smartphones now. The alarm is my phone.
Yeah, it's true.
So it wakes me up.
My sat nav is my phone to get to where I got to get to. It's the phone.
So, but from the minute I wake up, I turn my alarm off. I see notifications. What's been going on through the night? Because I've got people in Australia, people in America that follow me, do whatever, and then they're commenting while I'm asleep.
Yeah.
So I wake up and immediately I see it, click on the comment. That comment leads to me watching a couple of videos, a couple of stories.
The
who's
scroll
awake,
effect.
who's not yet. And then before you know it, 25 minutes, 30 minutes have passed, and you're like, right, I need to actually get out of bed. So social media is unavoidable now, I think. Not unavoidable. If you want to be in it and involved with it and get the benefits out of it,
You need to be really in
it's
it.
it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
It's part of your life. But with that comes, unfortunately, the bad sides of it. When it does take over, we talked about it earlier with the balance of your life. And, you know, I've got a wife and 2 small kids. And there'll be times where I have to post because you have to keep that consistency. But then it'll clash with something we're doing with the family. So I'm trying to quickly just bang it out so I can get back to my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's those aspects, and then obviously the trolling part of it, which we'll talk about in a sec. But I mean, yeah, that's just a big topic, man.
See, but this is the problem. With the media industry, I think it's a given. You need to be on social media. The name media is in social media. I think it's a given. The problem is with that, like you said, there are the goods and the bads. If there was this, I was posed this question once before. If you had to outrightly use or not use social media, as in don't use it for work or so on, but also don't use it for personal stuff. Don't ever be able to access it and just live your life without it, but then also without the knowledge of it, or have complete access and use it. What would you pick? And I was on a crossroad because, if I'm honest, I've been at a point where I've used social media and it's really knocked me for 6 because I'm sitting there comparing my life with other people's, which is their fake life. Because someone said it today, you see the picture, what you don't see is the frame and the wall that it hangs off. You're just seeing the picture. And it's made me go, would I really, like, now knowing that how bad it can be an influence, if I could remove it from my mind, would I want to? And I was like, kind of, yeah. But then also the benefits of it now, it's so hard. And then obviously the trolls, oh my God. Bro, like, you get people that just live their life wanting to put you down because it brings them up.
Yeah, happened to me the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, I've not got thousands and thousands of followers, but I tweeted, it's quite funny, I tweeted like Bolt or something, or one of them cab companies, about a discount code not working, and these two guys, who probably the same account, probably the same person, they both just jumped on me and started just trolling me for, they were like, people like you who try and get money off cabs, you should use black taxis, support black taxis. Probably two old black taxi
They were
drivers.
definitely
Probably.
cabbies, yeah.
Cabbies,
Yeah,
they were
definitely.
cabbies.
Angry
They weren't Uber
cabbies.
drivers.
No.
But you know what? It happens that easily.
So quick.
You know, and it doesn't matter what you post. It's anything. Like some people, that is their day to day.
I think some people just want to get a response.
they love a rise out of it. When you argue with them, they win. So
do you know what I take? If you don't, the trolling aspect, right? You have to understand what it is, and it's something that, although can sound super personal, can be horrifying, can be really like terrible stuff they say.
Yeah.
Is ultimately one person sitting in a room behind the keyboard, banging out some stuff that they probably don't even feel.
Yeah, it's true.
they don't
Very
do
true.
it.
Because it's an internet thing. And if you can put it into perspective, and if you can truly believe that and have people around you that help you understand that, then I get it. I get it all the time. I get trolled all the time.
Same, yeah.
But here's the thing. If you don't stand up and do something different, if you don't put yourself out there, you won't get trolled.
But you also get
But then
liked.
you don't get all
Exactly.
the other things.
Yeah.
You don't get the
Yeah.
positive.
It's just
Now,
part of it.
if you get 1,000 negative comments and one good one, then maybe it's time to
There's
rethink
the
what
rethink
you're
what
doing.
you're doing. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
something's
The
not quite
ratio,
working
the
right
ratio,
there.
It's not really working.
It's like
but,
that was like the Ghostbusters trailer like 4 years ago.
yeah. But if you get 1,000 good ones and one bad trolley,
Then
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 ignore that, yeah.
You've got to
And it's
ignore
cool.
it. You've got to ignore it.
You got to try and divert your energy.
yeah, I genuinely find a lot of them funny. Because some of them are creative. Like I actually look at them and think, you know what, this guy's good.
Yeah,
like he's a
yeah.
good troll. So because they get mad creative with it, and I'll show my wife and I'll be, babe, check this out, and we laugh about it because it's inevitable. I've had some horrible stuff that said, you know, like violent threats and, you know, if he moves his eyebrow one more time, I'm gonna find him and shoot him in the face.
Wow.
I mean, I'm like, wow. But it just
Wow.
But the psychology of that was like, what happened to you that makes you want to do this?
Yeah.
Now I never reply. I never rise to it. I delete the ones with profanity because I don't like profanity on my timeline. Because a lot of younger audience and stuff. But I let those things sit there, and then the supporters, they
Jump in the
They get-
defense.
yeah.
Aye, they jump on it
Then you haven't
quick.
got to do anything anyway.
Yeah.
It's a lose-lose situation. There is no win in chatting to a troll, replying to a troll, engaging with a troll. There is no
that's
win.
what they
Well,
want. That is what they
sometimes.
want.
Because you're not,
I
because
found
you're
a
not going
couple.
to get anywhere.
Now,
I found
sometimes you
some
can have
tactics.
banter with them, yeah? You
Yeah.
can. Now, I've actually had it where there's been a few, I found it funny, and I thought, you know what? I've got 5-10 minutes. Let me just see. Let's have a
Entertaining.
little go. Yeah, entertainment. And in the end, I can show you, I swear to God, I can show you DMs right now. Actually, after way down, they're saying this, I reply, da-da-da-da. They're like, you know what, mate? Actually,
Yeah, actually, you're
I'm
cool,
a fan.
innit?
Yeah.
I don't get that. They want to annoy you. Do you know what it is? They want to annoy you so you get their attention.
Yeah, and actually, he even said,
Well, they
you know
get
what?
your attention,
Yeah, he
rather.
goes,
Really,
I'm
they're
actually a
massive
fan. I only wrote that because I didn't think you'd reply.
Bro, I had somebody. When I put out the tweet recently. It was about Notting Hill Carnival, and it went stupid viral on Twitter and on Instagram. It got shared. I could check the stats. It was ridiculous. It was basically saying Notting Hill Carnival was a success because there was no deaths.
I saw that.
Yeah, all of that stuff, right? And the reason I said that is because there's media will let you know that not all, but some will. Their intention is to make Carnival look really, really bad. But compared to other festivals, it's actually by rates a lot safer because of just how many people are there. When I put that out there, it's on like 20k likes on Twitter. The retweets were crazy, but the trolls, and the thing is, so I got this tactic. I reply nicely with a smile on my face. So someone's like, "Oh, that death festival and da 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 da," and I said, "Well, my friend, listen, there was no deaths this year." But, you know, if there was a death festival, I really wouldn't want to go. Yeah, well, I'd be really nice, yeah. And he was like, oh, yeah, but, yeah, look at the nature of the place and so on. I said, you know what? Carnival's probably not for everybody, but You know, if you ever do want to come down, trust me, have a good time. Just like that. I've had that.
Kill him with
Kill him with kindness,
Kill him with
bro.
kindness.
Just some of them.
That'd be a great song.
Kill him with kindness. There was a woman who was like, "How dare you put this up on social media because you're telling people that Carnival's safe when it's actually not safe, and I've got children and you're an influencer and so on, and the stats that you're saying are wrong." Listen, I said, "Listen, my dear, let's unpack this, right? I'm more than willing to have a conversation if we just take away all the malice and let's just go through this." By the end of it, she has agreed to now go to Carnival next year because we went through the stats. She was like, "Oh, but the way that it was shown to me, and oh, I'm so sorry that I came at you that way."
That's what I mean.
Crazy that
Kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
Or just don't give them any time. That burns some of them even more, you know.
Yeah.
Massively.
And they get
Oh,
more,
Massively.
yeah.
Ignore them. If they're like kind of, if there's real malice in it, just block them.
Yeah, block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might create a new account, but you know what? That takes a few minutes of
Exactly.
their life away.
Yeah.
So
Let them
sad.
do that. But that's what I'm saying.
So
That's
sad.
it. When you really
people
get
do
into
that
it.
because they're just.
That's what they do.
are.
That's what
That's
they do.
generally it. But like I say, they are.
time on their
They just
hands.
sit down, they troll, and then they'll go and have their lunch or their
Day-to-day,
dinner.
normal.
And, normal
Yeah, as soon
life.
as they're bored, they'll do something
Yeah,
else.
they're not mean, people full of malice. They just troll, and then they go about their business. So
Would you-
that's the thing. You need to put it in perspective sometimes.
Would you say that trolling is, I mean, this Jesse Nelson being trolled is the fact that the people, you're going to have people, when you're in the limelight, there's going to be so much people that just want your attention,
Yeah.
right? And they'll say positive stuff. Some guys, I've seen this many times, will say flirty stuff to girls, and some girls will say it to guys and stuff, or they'll be negative, right? Is this something that she should just accept because she's now famous? As a celebrity, is this just what it is for her? You're famous, you're popular, you like the whole idea of you should know what celebrity life comes with. So
don't
you
know.
should accept it.
I mean, death threats is a bit extreme, isn't it?
Big time. That
I
shouldn't
feel
be
like there's
allowed.
a line, like, and it was crossed with her.
Yeah, when you're being bullied that much that she then wanted to commit suicide and then
Yeah.
death threats as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that no one should go through that. Nobody should go through that at all.
Whether they're famous or not, I don't think
Yeah,
anyone
exactly.
should go for that.
Exactly, no human being, basically.
I feel like one thing that gets with me was when people say, "Oh, but you're famous, you should know that that's what comes with celebrity life. You chose this." Some people don't choose a celebrity life; they choose to be talented
And successful in
and
what they're
successful in
doing.
what they do. But then that brings celebrity with them. Look at Adele. Adele's
Yeah.
somebody who was very much a person. She just loved to sing and be out with her friends. But because of how good a singer she was, that life came to her. She has to manage it. Johnny Depp was somebody that managed it by moving to France in some outback that nobody could find him, so he could get away from paparazzi. Some people make the
That's
choice
sick.
to get away from that lifestyle because they don't want to be a part of that lifestyle. But then yet other people still seek you out. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like
But
that's
then
an
there's the
excuse.
exact opposite, right? Because the people that seek that lifestyle.
Oh, and that's what makes it
That's
bad for
different,
And then
everyone.
they go
completely.
about for it. So,
Yeah.
so the reality TV element of life,
Yeah.
and the kind of, people that are famous for being famous.
Yeah.
With no actual talent.
Yeah.
But that's a major part of what we see now. There's many people you can reference that are just famous for being famous.
Yeah.
They're not singers, they're not actors, they're not comedians, they're not sports people.
What do
they're
you
not-
do? Well, I'm just, they call it an influencer. Or a reality
That's the
TV
new- that's the
star.
new
I'm a
word for it,
reality
isn't
TV
it?
star. That's what
Yeah.
they're called
Yeah.
now. But that in itself actually now has become a thing. Even that's not easy to be to have that kind of attention 24
Of
hours
course.
and then have to, because a lot of it's scripted as well, right?
Big time.
So you have to act natural with a script and then do it again.
Yeah. It's not going to
You
happen.
have to
Do
put
it
on a
again.
persona,
Like, no,
yeah.
okay, can you gun her a bit harder this time? Okay, go.
Yeah.
You have to do it again. So everything when you sit down and watch it, everything has a reason. People don't become where they are for no reason. I agree. I believe that. People were saying the Kardashians back in the day, why are they famous? They've done nothing. But the way they live and what they actually have to do, even that's not easy because they are so out there. Imagine the simple stuff that you do and you'll get recognized.
the
I get
shop.
recognized. Go
Yeah.
to the shop.
Go
Right?
to
You
the
can't
shop.
do that.
They have to get someone
Yeah.
to do shopping for them. They
Yeah,
can't
they do
enjoy
that. However,
the simple
the
things.
people that will be like, well, they're worth gazillions, so who cares? It's their problem. That's the positive side. You want to make millions and millions. All right, put up with the death threats. Don't go to the shop yourself, but you're worth millions.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to make millions that way, where the idea that your popularity needs to continue to grow, or at least be maintained at the level that it is, for you to then still be a viable product, because your product isn't what you make, it's you.
It's you.
Yeah, you have to stay.
You have to
relevant.
maintain relevance.
Exactly.
That's exactly it. And we see that all the time with the Love Island stars,
Oh
right?
man,
All the time. Literally, you can go into Love Island, come out, 1 million+ followers, and have a career for a year.
That's crazy.
And then, and then the next lot.
it's always a year.
It's
always a year.
But you know what? the new breed are in trouble because they're doing 2 a year now.
Yeah.
6 months,
Oh
bro.
man, 6 months and they're done.
Yeah.
6 months now.
6 months.
You
You're
got 6 months
done.
to make your
But then a
your money, that's
handful
it.
of them will still carry on.
There's
There'll
always
be a
those few.
handful.
There's always those few special.
But that's like
Yeah.
with any kind of program. I mean, there's only one Joey Essex, but Joey Essex came from the same program that many people did. The Only Way is Essex. But Joey's the one who's
Yeah,
been
you
able
always
to.
remember.
Yeah, exactly. But if you see what he's remembered for, he's jumped from one reality show to another,
to another.
to another, to a
To
documentary, to a. It's always stuff where Joey has to be Joey, but
But do you know who
that's the
smashed it?
talent.
Mark Wright.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
He
Mark.
killed it, but because he bounced. He
Yeah.
left. He went to America
Yeah.
And said, "Let me
started
just
chilling
do
it
that."
out there.
Yeah, he's doing well.
And he's killing it.
Yeah.
Killing it out there now. So yeah, it can open a door, but then it takes some talent. You know, once you
That's
get that
the thing.
opportunity, I think it was a great quote that said, "Luck gets you there, but talent keeps you
He's
there."
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. People can get their few minutes, but then if you've got the talent, you can stay relevant and you can keep growing and you can keep reinventing yourself so that people actually care and you don't fizzle out.
So let's go back to. I mean, that was a.
Jesse, sorry, we're kind
No,
of
no. That was a. I let a little gap there because if we want to quote that later on and cut it and say that's a quote there, the banging quote still. just to wrap up because we only got 3 minutes left. Should there be repercussions for online bullying?
Yes.
Now this says towards celebrities. I kind of wanted to cut that and say should there be repercussions for online bullying?
Full stop. 100%.
Simple as.
It's unacceptable because it's faceless a lot of the time.
Oh, it's so
And-
easy to be a bully when you don't when no one can see who you are. But if there was a way I guarantee if there was a way for you to get pulled up when you're bullying and people go, oh, it was you. We tracked your IP. We're at your door, and we're going to now arrest you. People would change their.
Yeah,
yeah,
it would
yeah,
stop.
100% is a way.
It would
100% is a way to do all that. They've got that technology right now.
But it's
They just
it's
not using it.
resources.
It's
Yeah,
manpower
resources
and
to do that.
resources
It's a lot
in
of
order to do that. But
resources.
how many people is it going to take? How many young suicides is it going to take?
Before
How
it
many
starts
more
getting taken
high-profile suicides? Bruv, there's
It's always the high-profile ones.
You know, they're the ones that raise awareness,
Yeah.
but it's happening all the time and it's
Every
unacceptable.
day.
And for
no
me,
one, we don't even hear about half of them.
that's what I'm saying.
course.
As a father with young kids who are going to grow up in this type of environment and this type of thing, that's one of the biggest things that scares me and my wife, because it can, they go to school, come home, and then the bullying continues.
Yeah.
That is terrifying for me. When I was a kid, you got bullied in school.
And
You
you
dealt with it.
going home was a
You go
safe
home
haven.
and
Yeah,
that
you go
was-
home and
yeah.
that was it. Now it follows you home. That's just devastating,
That's-
man. It's devastating for the
That's
families
awful.
that have to deal with this.
So I'm going to quote one of my good friends who we interviewed not too long ago, right? And I'm going to add to the quote a little bit as well to wrap this bit up. When it comes to social media, the mute button and the block button is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. Big shout out to Chucky, because sometimes when you need to mute someone, means that you can still be followers or whatsoever, but you don't see what they have to say. If you have to block someone, hey, I've had it where I block someone and make accounts again. Block that and keep blocking. It's your energy, it's your email addresses you're going to have to keep making. We've got to wrap up the show though, guys. Just one more time, let's get your social medias, please. We'll start with you, Sunny.
So, Sunil T Music,
How do you spell that?
SUNILT Music.
Nice. And how about you as well,
Mine is
Modupe?
at Modupe Official, MODUPE Official.
Nice. And Milad, aka the Singing Dentist.
At Dentist Singing.
Nice. Just dentist
Nice.
singing. Nice and easy.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, my social media, if you don't follow me already, is at Aurie, AURIE, Styla, STYLA. This is The Scene on BBC Radio London. We got to get out of here because it is about to creep up to 10 o'clock, where the amazing Duncan Barks will be in the building. I'll be back next Monday, 8 till 10, or you can listen tomorrow to my co-scener, the amazing Clara Hermit, 8 till 10, and you can listen back on BBC Sounds. Take care. Later.